Hello, everybody, and welcome to Conversations with Trans People. I'm Amy Fox,
I'm Chance Kingsmyth.
and today we are doing a follow-up on an improv experiment created by Logan Alexander. Originally, we performed out at UBC in front of a group of academics talking about gender normativity and resistance thereto. The show is called Gender Failure. Today, we're talking about the conversations that trans people have, whether we want to or not. This is an experimental piece. We welcome feedback later, and let's begin. Yes?
All right. So, what do you want to start with?
I would like to get suggestions from the audience. What is a conversation that trans people often have, whether we want to or not? What is a question that people ask trans people a lot?
Anybody got anything? Well, here you go.
What did you used to be called, and how do you have sex? Fantastic!
Well, we'll start with the what you used to be called.
Okay.
All right. What do you think?
Actually,
To
be
honest,
I used to be called
John.
the
Name
ended
really
awkwardly.
because
My
name
was
supposed
to
be
Andrea.
Alexander.
My
New
name
didn't
work
out.
because
It
is
not
different.
enough.
It's
A little.
John-ish. Still.
So
Sorry
about
that.
I guess
Next,
time.
I'll...
Use.
John! Oh, damn it.
Okay. All right. What was the next question? How do you have sex? Oh. Okay. Well. All right. How
Do
I
have...
sex?
Answer
To
your
question.
is
Not.
enough.
You see.
I
Don't
know
how
to
answer
that
question.
because
It's
presuming
that
I
have.
have sex,
I mean,
I
could
have
uh,
sexual
orientation.
if
I
try.
but
I
prefer
do
self.
pleasure.
But
If
I
could
have
sex,
I
would
play.
hockey
Yeah.
naked.
Oh yeah.
How do you choose a wash rig?
If
I
have
to
he
I
go
outside.
unless
I'm
being
watched.
then
I
choose
a
bathroom
according
to
the
line.
whichever
One
is
free
I
tend
to
use.
since that's true.
Outside.
Any other questions?
I like to pee standing up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you know if you're making the right choice to get a gender change?
Oh, okay. So,
It's
a
hard
question
to
answer.
for
It
requires
a lot
of
thought,
and
a lot
of
emotional.
work.
It's
Easier
to
just
think
what
is
a
alternative
name.
and
If
you
pick
a
different,
name,
then
the
obvious
choice
is
Then
transition
is
your
only.
option.
When
You
wake
up
in
the
morning,
you
look
different
and
sound
different
too.
and
No one
can
question
that.
Oh, hello.
Someone random just showed up. Hello, Basil. Can you play with or only Ken dolls? I
Only like
but
reluctantly
I will
play
with only
if
she
is
wearing
butch.
stilettos. Can you... That's awesome. Any more questions from you fabulous people? What happened here?
I think it's okay.
What about you, Amy? Do you have any questions
Oh,
that you've been
questions
asked?
that I've been asked. Border.
The border.
Why does your passport differ from the name on your identification
Yeah, that's a good question.
and the gender?
Let's do it.
Okay. Actually,
The
Passport. Okay,
is...
hold on, we got a fuzz.
Oh.
So sorry, guys. Okay, for some reason it's saying it can't detect the camera right now.
Ooh.
I wonder why. Hold on,
You gotta
guys.
click camera.
Oh, I think that's actually to, like, halt the camera for some reason. Turn camera on.
There.
Oh, weird.
How strange.
That is so weird. I totally didn't touch that. Okay, yay, we're back again.
Back to the border. Actually,
Amy and Chance are too cute for the camera.
okay. The border.
Yes, the border.
My
Experience
is
that
my
passport
differs
from
my
identity.
because
I
commit to fraud.
I
Live
in
a
Mexican
prison.
and
I
really
escape
do
wherever
I
can
just
to
mess
with
the
guards.
you see
I
don't
care
to
use
my
consistent
identity
just
because
I
like
to
mess
with
people.
that usually works.
Yeah.
When I'm at the border.
That's the only reason I did this transition, just to mess with everyone else's heads.
Yeah.
It's fun.
They don't let me cross the border.
They don't like
Besides that, it's fine.
me either. Hug it up. Hug it up. Alright, is there anything else that was on?
What questions do you get asked to answer?
The questions that I get asked. Okay. Oh, I often get asked what's going on downstairs. How about you? Do you get that question a lot?
Oh, yes. What do your genitals look like?
What do my genitals look like?
Okay.
Yes. Alright, let's do that one.
My
Genitals
actually
look
like
A
loaf
of
bread
sliced,
and
buttered.
and
It is
gluten
free. Thanks
for
asking. Sometimes
I
like
to
go
toasting.
and
I
love
to
have
a
bagel.
will
You
like
some
sandwiches.
from
Me.
I promise
It
won't
be
as bad. I don't know. Yeah, that's about it.
That's about it.
Sandwich. Okay.
What ifs Aren't children too young to know what their gender is?
Aren't children too young to know what their gender
Not really
is?
a question so much as a rhetorical device. Nonetheless, phrasing for when a questionnaire asks gender and there are only binary options. Let's go with that one first from the audience. Thank you. My question asks, when questionnaire
Asks.
gender,
I
always
put
both.
or
None. Or yes.
do you know what I like to do? I sometimes like to make my own little box and put a T beside it.
Oh, yeah.
Be like, screw you guys, you can't binary this. Can't even binary my personalities.
How aren't children too young to know what their gender is?
Aren't children too young to know what their gender is? Okay. Once
I
had
a
childhood and
I
loved
to
pretend be
a
boy.
dinosaur.
Yes. It
Was
fun.
because
I
got
to
eat
female.
dinosaurs.
Mm. When
I
was
18
I
immediately
discovered
that
I
could
be
a
dinosaur?
transsexual.
And
I
couldn't
do
anything.
else.
I
Went
to
the
doctors
immediately.
and
Got
my
prescription.
to
Turn
into dinosaur.
It's
It's been
quite
an
experience.
to
Become
a
dinosaur.
transsexual.
The
Only
problem
is
washrooms.
I
Tend
to
eat
a little
too
much.
people.
But
Yeah.
what can you do? I was gonna say something like, I can't reach my packer to pee.
Oh.
I can't reach my STP.
Any other questions?
Question, is there a gender ending for trans?
What you mean? What does the symbol trans stand for?
Ex Spanish was ending
Has-
O for boy. What?
Oh, yeah. Is there a gender indeterminate way of ending something in a gendered language?
Okay.
It's specific, you mean like in languages other than English? Professor Bulba?
Yes.
Bien.
Bien.
In
The
language
of
Spanish,
we
use
the
ending
known
as.
pickles.
So
If
you
know
the
Spanish
word
for
red
you
say
that
whole pickles.
and
Everyone
can
understand.
perfectly see
As
for
Z
in
English.
it's
Different.
is it
Because
it's
ending.
in
Blah!
okay
So
if
you
are
A
Z
and
not
A
J
then
you
become
uh
hockey.
Tyrannosaurus Rex
As
well yeah. Oh, when did you know you were a dinosaur? Oh, that's a good question.
I've
Always
known
that
I
was
a
different
species.
and
I
couldn't
figure
out
what
to
do
about
it.
It's
challenging
to
be
anything.
but
Uh,
dinosaur
it
is
scary.
for
Us.
and
We.
terrify
You.
as
Well. So.
when
We
were
not
dinosaur
identified.
we
Were
roving
the
plains
as
cross
dinosaurs.
eating
Cross.
cattle.
I
Hope
that
answers
your
question.
trans species for the win. All right.
Okay.
I don't know. Those are all the questions that I generally get asked. Do you have anything?
Want to do one last one?
Yeah, one last one.
One last one.
So yeah, throw out an
Tell the
exciting
new
question.
guests what you're doing. Oh, hello, new guests. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Katrina Cottle. What we're doing here is an experimental improv theater piece, which is going to be used later and has been used before to talk about gender within an improv comedy context. Pushing the the conversation along, making people feel less awkward, having some fun with it, making it entertaining, and making trans kind of a less scary topic for everyone to talk about in public. Trans people less worried about saying something ridiculous because we're going to say something ridiculous, and cis people are afraid of asking something ridiculous for similar reasons.
You can definitely tell who the pinky and the brain is in this one.
Same thing we do every improv.
Try to take over the world.
One last question, please. We'll answer it.
Hey, who are those people? You guys stink.
I should turn off this malfunction.
How would you take over the world?
Oh,
Okay, there we go. That's a good one to end it on. Thank you.
I
Would
take
over
the
world
by
first
transitioning
into dinosaur.
And
Build
a
army
of
unicorns
to
devour.
transpose.
Mm.
Or
We
could
just
negotiate
the
peace offerings.
or
We
could
also
do
something
a little
devious
such
as
taking
over
the
airport.
yes.
We
Could
then
go
anywhere
in
a
airplane because
we
will not
have
to
fear
our
larger
luggage. Yeah, that's right. I said luggage.
That's right. I hope that answers your question. We've all learned a great deal about transgender people today. Feel free to apply this knowledge whenever possible, and don't blame us.
Remember, transgender people are just dinosaurs trying to roam the world, okay?
That's correct.
Tip your unicorns.
This is
Thank you so much for tuning in, interactive audience folks, and thank you for watching. Please give us your feedback and comments so we can make another one of these and make it even better. This will hopefully be the first of many. Thank you. The end.